everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Katie and I'm here today with baby Catherine. And yes, miracle happened, guys. Miracle happened. I'm making a video, the second video in a row. I want to welcome you back to my channel, guys. I want to thank all of you who watched my video last night for watching the whole thing and posting the comments. I really appreciate all of you guys, all of the comments. I still haven't had a chance to respond to all of them, so please give me the time. I just got back about 2 hours ago and I needed to finish packing my Instagram orders. A few more items sold, the ladies paid, so of course they were my priority, but I kind of wanted to change baby Catherine because she has been in her outfit for a week now. I have been really preoccupied, guys, but I really wanted to spend some time with her. Gosh, I can't stop staring at her little feet. And I already started this video once, and then I got a phone call, and I lost the train of my thoughts, so I'm redoing it. So I already took her outfit off. She was wearing this little organic side-tie piece, and it's by Baby Green, and it's 0 to 3 months. And it was kind of loose on her, but really, she is a chunkster. So she looked really cute in this. I really adore this piece, but it's time to change her. And I'm going to talk to you about one topic, and that's going to be scammers and shady transactions going in a reborn world when it comes to selling, buying, customs, all that stuff. And while I'm going to chat with you guys, I'm going to change her into this two-piece larynginga set that I got last year. I think it was the last summer at the children's salon, and I never used it. Of course, guys, nothing new. You know me, I buy stuff and then I just don't have the time to make the videos or just to change the babies, because who changes the babies every day? Well, certainly not me, because I don't have the time. I'm not home. But I'm going to try to put this on her. It's 0 months, and larginga, this brand runs small, so I really do hope that this is going to fit her. And today's topic, guys, is going to be, as I said, these scammers. And why I'm making this video, of course, we all heard about certain cases, this and that happened. I'm not even going into those 2 latest cases of silicone dolls, those Romy dolls, one that was stolen supposedly, and then it was kind of sold out a few years later. And then there's another one when the doll was shipped and it was not Romy Stridham. A few ladies in a community already explained those, so I'm not going into that, guys. I just came across this video about 3 days or 4 days ago at one of the channels that I watch. It's called Little Lamb's Nursery. She was talking about this, and I'm going to, of course, link her channel, her original video, down in my description, guys, so please check it out. But it really caught my attention. I even commented, and then yesterday or before yesterday, I was in just really like briefly browsing one of my Facebook groups, and they brought up this case again, and it really got my attention because it was tied to eBay sale. And as you know, I have been an avid eBayer for years. I started selling in February 2004, so I've been selling for over 14 years. So I'm pretty familiar with all eBay rules and policies when it comes to selling, the buying, the whole refund process, claim process, and all that shebang. So it really caught my attention. Basically what happened, this seller, who is also the artist, sold a silicone doll on eBay. And the buyer, after a few days of having the doll, I don't remember how many days, I don't even think that people mentioned it, but she had the doll for a few days, and then she filed a claim with eBay, not as described, that the item was not as described at all. And what's really, really interesting is that eBay sided with the seller, which is, guys, really usually unheard of. Usually it's the buyer who is the winner in these cases. So what I think that happened is that the seller agreed with return, or they requested a return. They said, yes, I will fully refund you for your doll, for the product, but you have to, in order to get a refund, you have to return the product like everywhere else, guys. I don't understand why people get so upset if they have to return. When you ship the item back, the seller even covers usually the return shipping. If you open the claim that is described and the seller agrees to refund, they are covering the return shipping. All you have to do is to pack the doll and send it off. The seller will email you the return shipping label. So this woman obviously failed to send the doll back, and eBay sided with the seller. So what the buyer did, she went and she filed a claim with her credit card company, saying that she did not approve that payment. Now that is what I call a scam, guys. And I've noticed that this has been happening in this community a lot of times. People are constantly losing the dolls, they're constantly losing the money. I don't understand why people cannot function normally. But and since this was a silicone, full-bodied silicone, I mean, that doll was expensive. Let's be honest, silicone dolls are not exactly the cheapest items on the market. So, of course, when you file a credit card chargeback, usually PayPal doesn't have the funds, or they don't usually win these charges. Usually credit card company wins. So the woman got her money. They got her money, she got her money from PayPal because PayPal refunded her credit card company, her credit card. And the woman kept the doll and she got the full refund as well. So now the huge discussion there was under court's video, and also in that Facebook group, people were kind of like almost fighting who should get the doll. And in my opinion, I think the seller should get the doll. I don't think that the buyer has any right to that doll. First of all, she filed the claim not as described. Obviously, she did not like the doll, unless she was just trying to scam the seller, which it looks more and more like that to me, because she failed to return the doll and she used all dirty moves or to get a refund and to keep the doll. So now, yes, seller, some people were arguing, okay, but the seller got her money, she sold the doll, but eBay sided with her, so she got to keep the payment, the money. But then the other part of people who were discussing, they said, okay, it's not right for the buyer to keep the doll. She got her full money back, but she has been doing these and like these funky moves. I would say that's scamming, actually, guys, to be honest. So far, she is keeping the doll, but from the moral point of view, I have to say I usually don't comment on these kind of discussions. I commented on a video, I didn't comment in that Facebook forum, because I just read the posts, or I'm not there to fight with people. And there were some very, I would say, the discussion got really heated. But honestly, I do think, guys, that this is not right. This is not right. If you don't like the doll and the seller is more than willing to work with you, if they say, yes, I will cover the return shipping, oh, I will need to saw this kind of way. But yeah, I will return, I will refund you fully. I will even pay the return shipping, but in order to get your money back, you have to send the product back. And I don't know which world some people are living, because usually, yes, I buy some stuff and sometimes I return stuff. I rarely do returns at stores, but yeah, sometimes it happens. You have to actually take the actual product and bring it over in order to get your money back. in every store on earth that I know. I don't know any store who just say, oh, okay. And then some people said, well, maybe the doll was damaged, and it doesn't matter. First of all, most of stores, they will tell you you cannot return damaged used merchandise. Like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, they're not taking these items back anymore. They used to, not in the past 3 years at least. They will check the soles of the shoes. They will check if the item was washed, or if there is any damage from wear or some staining or anything, and they won't take it back if they feel like you wore the item or you used the item for a certain amount of time, and now you kind of like, okay, I'm over that and I just want to return it. I just wanted to say, excuse me, people, I'm from Europe. In Europe, we don't have refund like that, and I think I got really spoiled here, or we in United States, us people, we are kind of spoiled, because in Europe, it's not that easy to return the item, especially if you wear something. So that was the first case. I really was that's my opinion, I'm sorry, but I really do think that seller in this case should get the doll and not the buyer. Of course, the buyer is going to keep the doll, so she got what she wanted. Now she has the silicone doll for free. I don't know what kind of silicone doll that was, because they didn't mention it. They didn't mention any names. I would really like to know if this was, I'm sure it wasn't like Romy or anything like that, or Claire Taylor, or I don't know, because the seller was also the artist, but that's not the point. The buyer did not return the item within the time frame. They were ignoring the seller's return policy. They were ignoring seller's messages completely. They just waited. They hoped that eBay would side with them, which eBay didn't. And then they went behind the back and they did a credit card charge with the chargeback with a credit card company, and that is I talked to PayPal. It happened to me only twice in 14 years when I was selling, and it's one time eBay refunded me because it was a nonsense case, that one. The other one I lost the money because it's almost impossible to win chargeback. If they say that, no matter what kind of evidence and there was clearly evidence that the woman paid with her PayPal. She bid on that doll, she paid, she filed the claim that the item was not as described, and still she got her money from credit card company. So this is what really irks me, guys. I can't stand people like that, when people do these things. It's just not right. And I honestly think that seller should name the freaking buyer, But anyways, guys, and another case was, I saw it in one of other groups. People were really discussing this, and that was the case of this routing thing. So this one lady, her daughter won in 2014, which is 4 years ago. She won a gift certificate with very well-known router and artist in artist community. Now there was a name of this artist and there was the name of the nursery, which I'm not going to mention here. But this young lady, she won $150 gift certificate towards routing services of this artist. For 3 years, she has been trying to contact this artist because she came across her dream kit. It's very rare, sold out, limited edition kit. Now we know how those are valuable, especially some sculpt. It's a Laurel Eagles, sold out, very rare, limited edition. So it says it all. So they have been, for 3 years, they have been trying to contact this artist, and she was ignoring them. She constantly said that she was busy or she was not responding to messages. So finally, she responds to them after 3 years and she said, okay, send me the head. I will root the head. So they send the head. Now another year passes. Guys, okay? Another year. They sent the head off in August, according to the lady, the poster. Till November, there was not a beep from the artist. So they started getting nervous because they kind of knew that, yeah, maybe she wouldn't start rooting immediately since, you know, this was a gift certificate. But at least say, well, hello, yes, I received your head and you are in queue, and you have this and this and this time, waiting time for your head, but nothing. So another few months passed. There was almost a year passed. There is no word from the artist except of constant excuses that somebody died and somebody was sick, and there was like numerous deaths in family, you know, that kind of thing. Of course, every normal person is going to feel bad for bothering the artist if they have a death in family, but if it's like 3 or 4 deaths in a row, you start questioning like what's happening. You know, this whole process has been going on for 4 years now. Not only I don't have my certificate, but I don't even have the head of my sold out limited edition, and they had it painted by another wonderful artist. The baby was beautiful, all it needed was the hair. So now they have a headless doll in their possession. The head is missing, no communication or very like short communication with the seller. There are no VIP pictures that would suggest that the artist actually started working on their routing custom. So this thread actually in that group was going on for, oh my gosh, the earliest post in the thread was like 34 weeks ago. So this has been going on for a year. It was not a brand new thread. But what happened was this artist, this router and artist, because they are, this lady is a Reborn artist as well. She purchased a table at that Florida show, IDTS show down in Orlando this year. So this lady got so desperate because she was begging this artist, please, you know, even if you haven't finished my doll, the routing, please just send me the head back. So she got so desperate that she contacted a doll show, the people who organized the doll show, and she begged them for help. So finally the artist, and I really suspect that she responded only because a doll show organizers were on her case. She said, yes, your doll, it's still not quite finished. And the lady said, well, I would really like to receive the head. So the artist said, yes, I will. I'm going to send the mail the head. So finally she mails the head. And remember, guys, this has been going on for waiting. Like, the whole process was 4 years, 3 years waiting, and then a year without the head. So head arrives. First of all, guys, the lady posted a picture. First of all, I'll try to insert the picture here so you could see. The head looks, I mean, that root. I'm just going to be completely honest, guys. I usually don't talk about artist work in a negative way because I'm not an artist, and you know, not everybody is like a prodigy, of course, and I'm just, if I ever start painting, I may suck big time, so I really avoid saying these things in my videos. But guys, seriously, that head was atrocious. I can't even believe that this artist, she was actually teaching the routing class this year at the doll show. I can't believe that the doll show, or she is so well known and so highly seeked, because that doll, the routing job, first of all, please have some dignity. If somebody has been waiting for their routing, for the custom from you for 4 years, please at least some dignity to finish the head. Don't send the half-finished product. It looks horrendous. It gives you a bad name, and I think artists just can. I just can't believe that she sent that doll in that condition. First of all, the routing job is atrocious. I can't even with it. When I saw that, I felt so bad for that lady. Her sold out limited edition kit is completely ruined now. With this weird, very questionable, unfinished routing job. Now, what is she going to do? I don't know. If she's going to send the head to someone else, if they can match the hair, or they will have to rip the hair out and start all over. I don't know if there is probably this artist already glued the hair, so there will be a mess inside of the head. I can't even imagine what. It's just this whole situation is beyond. I just can't wrap my mind around this. Why would some artist risk their reputation and their good name and even their dignity and not, why wouldn't they finish the darn head, you know? It's been going for years. 4 years. This lady has been really patient. She usually doesn't post anything. I've never seen her saying anything negative in this little group, in this forum. She was really trying to be polite even in her post here in this group, the post that I was reading. She was just really, I felt so bad for her. I don't know. I'm usually very patient with all of my artists. If somebody says, okay, there is this time frame that I will finish your doll, or I will root your doll, and they have things going on, because of course we all have personal lives. Even artists, if they work full-time, they have things happening to them, and there is, I absolutely understand that. I'm not on their case. I do not complain, okay, so you promised that it would be done this week, or you promised it would be done a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I'm very patient. I don't quite care, okay? If they still keep communicating with me and responding to my messages, I understand that things happen. But 4 years, that's like too much even for me, guys. That's, and seeing that head, I don't know if I can post it here. I will have to. I probably won't be able to post the picture here, but guys, I really wish that you would see that doll. It was absolutely atrocious. The mohair was awful. The routing was, I can't even believe that this person is actually teaching or was teaching the class. And on top of that, the product is not finished, the routing job. The service, not the product. The service was not finished. She just packed the bag, tossed it in a shipping bag and that head, and just shipped it off. Even if my buyer or even if my customer said, okay, please, you don't have to finish, just send me the head, there is no way I would, as an experienced artist, risk my reputation and send the unfinished service or like the routing job. It was just something that is really, I don't understand how these things still could happen, especially this is not some kind, I'm not talking about some kind of unknown person. I've seen so many so-called artists on Facebook. They don't show any pictures of their previous work, or they show just like few pictures. Their response time is very poor, because you can see on Facebook how fast they respond. So this was not some obscure artist that nobody knows. This was a well-known artist. Well, not all that well-known to me, but obviously she is, her name is well-known since she was teaching this class in this dojo. So this is something that I just don't understand, and this is why people get upset, I think, a lot of times when they talk about scammers, and it gives the whole bad name to the whole community. How do we function, you know? sometimes. Not all of the artists. Honestly, none of my artists. I've never ever had any problems with any of my artists. The communication was always fabulous, and it doesn't matter if it was American artists, because I had my dolls. I had customs. I bought new dolls. I bought secondhand dolls. I had artists here from United States. I had European artists, and I've never ever experienced anything like this. So for me to come across atrocities like this, and they are obviously happening, they are happening. I don't see a lot of these stories here on YouTube because I feel like people are sometimes scared to talk about it. But I just don't understand, and this is just like one bad apple in artist community. So I feel bad for artists as well, because now people, this is exactly why people are paranoid and wary sometimes of customs and these routines, and this is, and it goes vice versa. If you have an awful scamming buyer like that previous story that I told you from eBay, of course the artists are not going to do customs anymore, because these people keep complaining and trying to pull these scams and keep the doll and keep your money. It's just like sometimes it's getting out of hand. So guys, that's all for today. I've been rambling again. This is my little Catherine. I think this set looks so nice on her. It may be a little bit tight, but it's not all that tight. I mean, she's not really a baby, but I think it looks adorable on her. I'm going to cuddle with her. I'm going to start making the dinner. So guys, I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I hope you all are well, and I will be back hopefully on Friday with some news, and I have some packages to open and show you. So yes, see you all on Friday, and I love you. Bye.